Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel, and I guess you're here because you saw the video that I just posted up about how I've lost 100 pounds, and it was time to clean out the old closet. And so here are the videos that I promised to talk about, just kind of what I went through, and just some tips that I have. As far as if you want to lose some weight, here's how I went about it, and who knows, maybe it'll help you. But if you want to check out that video again of me cleaning my closet, the link is down below in the description. And what I've done, and this is just a simple way to put it out there, just 5 tips that I have as far as getting started. And the first tip is to eat smart. That, I think, is really the biggest thing, and it gets overlooked so much. Is just dieting is so crucial in weight loss, and here's kind of the way that I describe it, that it made sense to me. So the thing is, you've got to eat right and you've got to work out. And so when you're trying to look at your calorie count at the end of the day, it's a lot easier to not eat the 500 calories of junk food, or something that you didn't need to eat, than it is to burn that off doing an exercise. Because doing, just for reference, 500 calories, to take in 500 calories, which really is probably just sitting down and snacking on some chips for most of us, that would take at least 30 minutes on an elliptical to burn off, and probably longer. So that's just something to think about. So the dieting, it's so crucial, and it's not just dieting for a brief period of time till you reach the goal, and then you can go back to the way that you ate before. It's a whole change. You've got to make it a lifetime commitment. You've got to find a diet that works for you, something that you can stick to long after you've reached your goal, so that you can maintain it. And so I'm going to have another video just to go into more detail. I could go on forever about that. So there's going to be another video. Check out in the description below for the link to that one, where I just talk about kind of what my diet was and some tips on that. The second tip is to stay active. You've got to be able to put in the exercise in. And before I lost my weight, I was actually working out a decent amount. I was working out 3 to 4 times a week, and I was putting in, upwards of an hour to, sometimes over that in the gym. And I hated it. I didn't like it at all, and that's why I only did it like 3 times or 4 times a week. And I wasn't getting anything accomplished because I was too inconsistent with it. And then my diet was also terrible. And so the best I did was maintain being fat. And the worst I did was I kept adding on the weight till I got to 293 pounds. So you've got to watch that, and you've got to do something every day. And I would recommend starting off just doing 30 minutes a day. That's super easy to do. If you can blot out the time, and we can find 30 minutes in a day to do something, whether it's a little bit of cardio, whether it's hitting some weights. Like, you've got to stay active, and you've got to be consistent with that. The third tip that I have is to find your motivation. Find something that is going to push you to keep going, because this is a process. This isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy, and so you're going to need something to keep you going and to keep you moving. For me, I'm very sports and video game oriented, and so scores are big for me, and so numbers really kept me motivated. So when I was in the gym, a lot of machines will tell you how many calories you've burned, and so I would just keep on going and see if I could get a high score, just to see how big a number I could get on that elliptical machine, or on that bike, or on a treadmill, or whatever I was doing, to see just how high I could get on that number. And then on the scale every week when I weighed in, to see how low I could push that number. And so numbers really drove me. But you've got to find what works for you. Maybe it's going out to the store and buying an article of clothing that you want to wear, and having that to look at and to motivate you until you can fit into it. Maybe that's it, or something else. I'm not sure. But you've got to find your motivation to keep you going whenever it gets tough to do. Because it's going to get tough. It takes process. It takes time. And that kind of leads me to my fourth tip. The fourth tip is to get some kind of accountability. Either a friend that you talk to regularly, a workout partner is great to have because they keep you going to the gym and keeping you active. Posting on Facebook or Twitter or something just to keep people, interested and involved in what you're doing and getting that encouragement. I think that is so big, and to have that accountability where you've got somebody going, hey, how's the weight going? How is this going? And really it was that accountability for me that pushed me to get to my goal. My goal was to lose 100 pounds. And when I got close, I had so many people coming up to me and going, man, have you hit the mark yet? Have you hit the mark yet? And it was those people asking me that pushed me to keep going, because I could have stopped once I got to 95 pounds lost. I was pretty happy with that weight. I was happy with the way that I looked. I could have stopped there, but I wanted to get to that 100-pound goal, and it was everybody asking me about it, and that accountability that kept me going. So find that accountability. Find someone that's going to keep asking you about it, to keep talking to you about it, and to keep you interested in it. Because again, it's such a long process, and that leads me to my fifth point, which is be patient. Okay, I did 100 pounds in 8 months, and that's a pretty short amount of time for 100 pounds. So realize that when you step into this new adventure for you in losing weight and getting healthy, that it's going to take time. It's not going to be easy. And really kind of the healthy thing that a lot of experts say is to shoot for maybe 10 pounds a month, 2 to 3 pounds a week max. You don't want to lose too much weight too fast, because it's so easy to put it back on once you've reached your goal if you do it really quickly. And so you've got to be patient, and you've got to stick with it. And 8 months, regularly is a long amount of time to be doing one thing, and to be consistent with it and to do it right. To do that for 8 months was tough. And so just realize that it's going to take time. So if you're wanting to lose like 20 pounds, that could take you 2 to 3 months to do it right and to do it healthy. And that's a long amount of time. And it can get to a point where you're just like, am I ever going to get to that goal? And if you keep pushing, and if you're just patient enough and you just keep working with it, you're going to get there. And so those are my 5 tips. I wish you the best of luck if you're stepping into this new journey of losing weight and getting healthy. It has changed my outlook on life. It is incredible just how much better I feel now that I've lost 100 pounds. Just the way that people respond to me now when I'm out in public, it's incredible. I never thought it would be the way that it is, but it is. And it is so worth it. So I wish you luck. Check out the links below for a couple other videos. I'm going to do one about dieting, kind of the steps that I took as far as food and all that stuff. And I'm going to do another one about exercise and what I did there. So check those out in the description below. And again, best of luck to you. Check those out. Give this video a thumbs up and a like. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for putting up with me, and I'll see you next time.